what you get. I said, what you see is what you get, now, baby.
You know what I mean?
It's the best thing yet, the best thing yet. See is what you get.
Yo, never mind what you saying.
Never mind what you heard.
Seen and I heard. Oh
We
man, we back. Another one of those 2-man episodes. Shout out to the bro Chad. Get well soon. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
fact, bro. Yeah, damn.
Bro, under
Surgery, then under the weather.
under that weather, but he all good. You
He
know
gonna
what
be
I'm
back.
saying? Small thing to a giant. Shout out to the bro.
Listen, man, you here in spirit, man.
Yes,
we
sir.
holding it down.
Pour one up for you.
It's a fact. It's a fact. So,
And oh man, yo, I
Yeah.
think this might be the second time Chad suggested a movie,
yo, I was just about to
a classic,
I was just about to bring that
and
up.
like
And he
something
just-
happened.
he just
I think
unfortunately
last
couldn't
time
be
it
here.
might have been COVID.
Word.
Remember?
Yeah.
Like I forgot what movie that was then, but yeah, like it was like a movie that he was really like, yo, I want to do this one,
Yep,
and it was
yep.
like couldn't make it. I was like,
Yeah.
but
Holding it down nonetheless.
classic from Chad's list,
For sure.
Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights, yo. Yo, to quote the bro, it's one of them ones.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones, yo.
Harlem
for sure.
Nights. Harlem Nights, man.
Yeah. Listen, man.
What?
Lead, lead off. Lead
Why?
Off. Nah, just because, like,
Like no, because you got like IMDb right there. You
I mean,
ready? Like
okay,
get involved.
so
like, go take
all
it there.
right. Harlem Nights is Eddie Murphy's directorial debut. Wrote and directed. You know, this is him coming off of like SNL and all that, the stand-ups. Starts making his own movies, not just being the star. Now this is starting this chapter of his life, yo. And bro, who isn't in this movie? Like, I mean, he's got like comedians of the time. I mean, let's go through it. Eddie, Richard Pryor, Red Fox. Obviously not a comedian, but Danny Aiello's in it. Della Reese.
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy. You know,
Tommy.
little brother. Jasmine Guy. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, we
Just go through everybody else.
Go through everybody.
We're gonna save
Arsenio
the two
Hall.
ladies for the end.
Yo, I got you. Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Tommy Ford, yo.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's my man's name? That was Joanna man. That was dude with the chicken. King.
Miguel Nunez.
You know what I'm
Nunez,
saying?
Yep.
Chicken King.
Yep. Robin Harris.
Robin Harris.
Yeah.
Shout out to Robin Harris.
Bobby McGee. Why does he look familiar?
I mean, I know
Is that-
you definitely said Richard Pryor already. of
Yep,
course.
said Richard Pryor. Yep. And then it's like, yo, there's a bunch of like small parts that have like very familiar faces, like people just in the background.
Yeah.
That's been in other shit, yo. But
And now,
yep.
for childhood crush's sake,
Yep.
we have a extremely young Leela Rashawn and an extremely young Jasmine Guy.
Tender.
These are the early stages of these, like
Yeah. This is
Like, if you-
before
if you are an 80s baby-
Yep.
if you are an 80s baby, maybe even an early 90s baby.
This is why I wanted you to take the lead, because
Leela Rashawn and Jasmine Guy at the time that Harlem Nights came out.
this is what I
In
got
the
you right now.
beautiful words of Five Heartbeats. What color you want? Like, it was like that. Like, those were high level joints.
This is 89.
Yeah.
So for me, right,
I hadn't even entered secondary education by then.
my Leela Rashawn first experience is
Waiting to
Waiting to
Exhale.
Exhale.
That's why I said she's elite then,
Elite.
but very young.
I even said on a past episode, I think when we did Waiting to Exhale, I was like, yo, I was I was riding even in Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
When she had a little thick, you know what I mean? So I respect game.
Lifetime Achievement Award though. Tallulah Rashad.
Pardon, yeah, facts. Yep. So continue on.
That's all.
That's all. Just appreciation.
I just needed to shout out for
One
those.
time for the one time.
One time for the ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Growing
Definitely.
up as a young man, like you know. Come
Still
on,
a young man.
Cinema crushes is a thing. Like, you know what I mean? TV crushes is a thing. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to go from your Lisa Turtles to your Kelly Kapowskis to your, you know what I mean? Like, you just growing up watching TV like, yo, they ain't going to have cooties for much longer. I'm going to need one of those.
Pink and yellow Power Ranger.
Yep.
You feel me?
They're everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like.
Little Asian zing.
Just,
You know
all
what I'm
types of,
Yeah.
all types of humans to interact with.
Facts. Yeah, because what was it for me? It was what's her name? It was like
Topanga?
Tania. Oh, it's Topanga. But I think it was like, was it Tania? Yo, Topanga was aight, yo. Topanga was aight.
Kelly Bundy? Low key Peg.
Wait, that's Christine Applegate. No,
I never understood why Al didn't like his wife.
I mean, you seen her Sons of Anarchy?
I'm talking about then.
Then yeah, respect.
With the leopard leggings.
She has shape, framework, respect game. Respect
Come
game.
on. Bro, you
respect
sniff
game.
feet all day.
The savvy vet.
You did all right for a guy that sniffs feet all day for a living.
Word. Nah, yeah.
Like the polka touchdowns got you there.
Yo, sidebar. Is like the 80s, 90s like sitcom, is that like peak like
Way more
TV
beautiful
crushes?
Way more beautiful women. I mean, but it might just be because I was just growing up.
Word.
But I mean, I could watch Living Single. Like I love Sinclair.
Yeah.
Loved Regine.
Sinclair was a vibe.
Like there's a lot going on the TV screen, man. Like I was just growing up, and they're still beautiful women. Like
because like when I'm watching it, I'm like a kid. You're getting into your adolescence when these shows are
like
are
late,
on, right?
late 90s,
Like
early adolescence,
middle school age.
middle school.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm young when I'm watching these shows. Some of these shows, by the time I got to them, even in the 90s, were already going like off air because they were short lived. 3 and 4 season shows and shit. But
for sure,
yeah, but definitely like I'm in that middle gap, yo. It's like respect game, dog. Respect
but
game.
we gonna get back on
Harlem
topic.
Nights.
Back to Harlem
Eddie.
Nights. Just so nostalgic.
Eddie and Richard Pryor. I mean, does it get any better than that? Like,
You know what's funny about Eddie Murphy? Eddie Murphy has a genre specific laugh.
oh, his is like I can't even do it, but I
can't
think
do it.
the laugh.
His laugh.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, no matter how much you want to be taken seriously, that laugh pops up.
And low key
It pops
though,
up in Boomerang. It pops up all the time.
Trading
Like, it's just
Places, obviously this.
it's
Yeah.
like, yo, just like,
But it's like how he controls it.
because there's not that, like, he didn't need to laugh like that. Like when he's in the bedroom scene with Jasmine Guy, like, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not that funny. Like, come on, like, lock in.
Yo,
Complete the mission.
maybe I'm bugging, right?
Okay.
Why is he wilding out with the fat jokes? Like he's going in on Buddy every time on because who was her man? Was it was Bugsy, right?
Yeah.
Like I know it's crew beef, but like he just like
That's his only weakness.
he just going
That's
at it.
it's because he's a man of power. So his
Okay.
only weakness is to be able to. Like, you can't say his pockets are skinny.
Word,
pockets
facts.
is
Yeah,
just as
he
fat.
didn't call him broke. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't say he's not successful. Like he got the dude you look up to scared. No disrespect. It's a cultural time where like that fear will be there.
Not respecting your enemy kind of
yeah.
thing.
So
Okay.
he had to get it off.
Word.
And I hate to say it, but like trust me, here we go. Being a fat dude, trust me, skinny dude don't ever want to hear that his shorty paying more attention to you as the fat dude. That's the number one insult. Like historically, there's been weight shaming. Like, yo, a more in shape, quote unquote, physically in shape woman, hearing that a heavy set woman, garnered the attention of her suitor. It's first thing that fat bitch. Like you know what I'm saying? Like people be very, very body positive until you
target.
gotta go one versus the other. It's like, oh, what?
Word.
Like she like that fat nigga? What? She like that fat? Like, oh, word, he like that fat bitch? Like, yo, off top. Like people will low key show their hand at that moment. So he's like, do you see me? Like I'm clean. Like you see the tailored suits. Like bro, he's walking around in white blazer one day, next day white trench coat.
Yeah.
Like the white floor length trench.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Got the perm high top
I fucked
with the part.
I love seeing Sinners. I love seeing just that era.
Yeah.
Just history buff in general, but how black people dressed, reacted, just lived, and all that shit. Like, yo, this is a fuck. I wonder if fucking Ruth Carter.
Nah,
she didn't do the.
I don't think so.
I don't think she did the. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think she did. I don't see her in the cast and crew, but wouldn't surprise me. But the threads was on point.
But they would just talk about that at the Met Gala. Like the theme was dandyism.
Dandyism, yeah,
and like, you know, the attention of detail and fine tailoring and things of that nature.
Yeah, yeah.
And like to see the cop and he complimented suit and say like, yo, like, you know, where you getting that? Like that looks a little. He's like, oh no, it's custom made. Like no, this isn't Macy's.
Word.
You know,
Word.
It's tailor made.
Yeah, it's
He
not
was
that
like,
out of the mall shit.
sorry, bro.
Word up, yo, word.
Like Richard Pryor was smooth. And
Yo,
I mean, being older, watching Richard Pryor, I appreciate a lot of the things he was trying to impart to Quick.
Yeah. This
Because
was a
he was
very subdued role for
Yes.
Richard Pryor compared to everything
I
else
love
he
it.
was doing at that time.
I love it. I love it
dope.
for the sake of range. But I mean, just like, you know, like people need OGs. Like that kid was like, I mean, shout out to the kid for saving his life in the beginning, but that kid was an orphan.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
You still see some of those same habits in Quick
100%.
when he's older. Yeah.
And he's just like basically like I mean all the way down to like, yo, I never apologized to no one. Like when he has to apologize to Delarice. But he was still listen to him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? As hard headed as they tried to portray his character, he still had a very very high reverence for Ray. And he listened to Ray.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And he took the OG advice. Like he was still down to move. He was still like you would have thought. Like for me, how hard headed his character was, I thought he would have like took that offer for the job because he just wanted to be lit in New York.
Word.
I thought he would have took the offer and worked with him.
Yeah.
Probably turned or even been like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. Like whatever happens, I'm gonna deal with it. Like you know, I hate to say it, about a la Marlo. At the end of the wire, when it's like you just gonna revert right back to what you know. Like this is what I am.
Yeah.
Like if it's gonna work, it's gonna work. But this is me. Like he didn't do that. He got in the car and drove off. Like he listened to his OG. He listened to Ray, and I feel like what Ray said was very important about it.
Full tank of gas.
About it being cool. Like it's cool for you to be here with your lady, with your kids, and to die like that.
Yeah.
Like he's like, yo, it's not cool to be out here and be 27 and like not make it. Like I respect that.
Word. Die lit.
Although there's so many funny moments, so we had to go right to the serious.
Oh my God. Yeah, like, so I had mentioned just doing a little bit of just quick research about how like it got panned a little bit critically around the time it came out because again, first directorial debut movie that he wrote. I don't know if it's the first movie that he wrote, but it's all him. It's just 100% me. And people were saying that they were confused if was he trying to make a drama or was he trying to make a comedy? But then
It's both.
It's definitely both. And maybe there wasn't too much of that like in the 80s or before that. I don't want to like misrepresent
There might
that.
not have been a lot of hyphenates,
But
like that fit into multiple genres.
Exactly. And I remember telling you when I was watching it with my homegirl, I'm like, I paused it and I was like, yo, this is low-key giving me vibes of like something like The Big Lebowski where this isn't like a punchline heavy, slapstick heavy type of comedy.
But there's comedic moments.
And there's comedic moments. And then like when we watch these classics over and over, we pick up more on the fucking comedic cues, like the looks that people are giving and shit like that, and it makes the moments hit a little bit harder. But
And I think that
it's down the middle to me.
I think they dabbled in different types of comedy too. Mm-hmm. Like
if you want to go to the Crying Man when they're trying to run down on Quick.
Arsenio.
Arsenio, yeah. How it's very exaggerated. He's bugging, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny. That would be like a slapstick type of moment for me because he kills his man's on accident.
Oh, but I mean, like the whole Sunshine scene. Shout out to Lila Rashawn.
Yep.
Like all of her scenes are very slapstick.
Yeah.
Cause like, come on, like she's gliding across the bar.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like she's talking to him. Like he has the one single teardrop. Mind you, you got to remember the
Straight honey pot.
You got to remember the one single teardrop was very, very funny. I don't know if it's before your time or like before you didn't even care about that, but remember the classic commercial with the Native American with the one single teardrop?
Probably a little bit before my time, but I know the reference.
Image.
Yeah, I know the reference.
So it was like a little bit of a nod.
Okay.
Like in my opinion,
Word.
when they show him do this one random single teardrop,
Okay.
it's like, why?
See,
why are you crying, bro? What the hell is wrong with you?
I wouldn't pick up on that.
But it's a moment that everybody like tied into in those days. But then there's like to me there's more there's higher levels of subtle satire moments. Like Richard Pryor yelling at Bugsy into the car. It's like a little bit like, that's what you want me to be, right? You want me to step and fetch, right? Hey, Mr. Bugsy,
Yeah.
how you doing? Like
Yeah.
it's like that was subtle, but it's funny.
It's funny. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that's a little bit of smart humor.
It fits the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I loved him bailing everybody out of jail. That's always gonna be.
I love because we just watched Sinners, so we're dealing with Jim Crow racism in the South, and now we got 1920s, 30s New York.
I think it's later than that actually.
I think this is 30s, right?
Nah. Because if you mathematically go through it, it might have been 30, but it was like late 30s. But
then they jumped 10 years, so this is probably 40s by this time, you think, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Got you, yep.
I'm guessing.
Yep, I did forget the time jump, yep. So,
because he said he's 27. So I'm putting maybe like...
Oh, it's probably more than that then, yeah.
No, I'm saying like, to me it's like late 30s, early 40s. Like I think like Prohibition wasn't an issue then. No. But they're just after hour spots.
Because how old was he?
I don't know how old he was when he was a little kid.
10-ish, maybe.
But that was 1918.
Right.
And he said he's 27.
Yep. So yeah, it's way more. But it said 10 years later.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that continuity issue probably. Yeah.
But
either way, all the boy and all that fucking jive shit that they was talking when he went to the jig. Yeah. All of that. Oh, tell him how high the bail's gonna be. He's probably gonna fucking shit himself basically when he hears it.
7,500. Throw it right at him.
Yeah, grinning and shit.
Give me a receipt.
Yeah.
Smooth.
There you go.
Didn't even open the. Well, like I thought it was gonna be more. There was money in the briefcase.
You know that shit was full.
Oh, that's pocket change.
That's it.
I got that here.
Word.
Give me a receipt.
Oh, I thought it was more. Nah. Here you go.
Shout out to the fact that they had bought the cops.
Yeah.
Like in the end, the cops worked with them too. Dirty cops gonna be dirty cops.
For sure.
They loyal to the money.
Nothing else. Nothing
Like,
else.
we'll do this job for you. It's cool.
Yeah,
I had my man in the vault, so we making a deposit. That was funny.
Yo, and Eddie, you can tell like some of this shit is improvised and shit, yo. But when he's just telling them like, yeah, how you gotta breathe. Yeah, he's like, nah, breathe like this. You do that, you'll be good. If you could be fucked or some shit. I was just like, yo. And then I hadn't seen this shit in so long, bro.
Yeah, that shit's
I
funny.
forgot that Denny Aiello really just sits there for a minute. It's like that nice pause, and then he, yo, that shit took me out. But that's that subtle comedy shit.
Yo, running up on the mob boss in the sauna is weird.
Yeah.
fully clothed. You go into his sauna and talk.
Nah, and yo, it's funny you say that because there's
Our friends of memory.
I don't know if you ever seen it's a different take on running up on somebody in the sauna, but what is it? Eastern Promises. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Nah.
It's like a Russian mob movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that scene is like a famous scene, but yeah, it's niggas in a Russian bathhouse trying to shank each other. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So shit could go either way. It's weird either way, my nigga.
Rocky prison fight story.
Sans, hopefully Sans.
Yeah, you don't even gotta say it.
Yeah.
You gotta say it.
But no, I agree.
Famous details in that nasty story.
How the fuck he got 3
Stop.
with Rihanna?
It's
Anyway,
wifey.
whatever. Respect, because I respect game.
Shout
But
to him.
yeah, I agree though. It's weird. It's weird meeting in a sauna. Yeah. We could have waited.
Shut.
We could have waited.
I mean, it was already done.
I mean, yeah.
Like, so I could tell you when you get out of here.
Yeah.
There was no
Right.
urgency
Is
for
it?
that.
Yeah.
Stop bothering that man. Let him have a steam.
Let her have a schwitz.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, what else? Like, I don't know. I'm all over the place with this one.
Nah, yeah.
But I think
It's a classic, because there's so many classic scenes, classic moments. I mean, yo, Pinky Toe. You know what I'm saying? Wilding out, fighting Delarice.
Delarice was
Held her own.
Her hand skills was strong.
Yeah.
She was bopping him.
Yeah. She
That's
was
what
packing him
happened.
up.
His manhood got questioned,
Mm-hmm.
especially when she was able to lean over and keep working.
Yeah.
Still punching.
Mm-hmm.
She knocked him out with the uppercut. Then she got on top of him and kept going while she was talking him through it.
Yeah. That's a different type of
It's a different type of talking through it. She was talking him through it, though. She was letting him know.
Yeah. This is not what you want.
You called me a thief, and I gotta whip your ass. You called me a thief, I'll whip your ass again. She was dead ass.
Yo, and I respect it because as a madam, they take pride in not having to steal from niggas.
But I do think her girls were stealing.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, I don't think she was
She
stealing.
don't.
Yeah.
And she probably don't condone it. She probably knows it happens with her girls, but don't let me see it.
See, the thing is like, in that business, I would imagine, like, she would have been better off letting them negotiate their prices and, like, being like, yo, this is the base.
Like a barbershop.
Like, yo, no matter what you get from them, like, X per person needs to come back to me.
Yes.
If you see somebody and they look like they willing to go a couple hundred higher, get you a couple hundred
Get you
out of
100.
them. That's my business.
But I need
there's
my
a
40
base.
out of that.
There's a base.
Yep.
Like, no matter what, like, we get 80 a person. If you get 200, you made 120. That's gratuity.
But you get 80, I need that 80.
Yeah.
It's simple like that.
You gotta do business like that.
Yeah.
Cause they over there modifying for tips. They taking the 80 and being like, all he had was 40. And now Quick over here about to shoot you because he called you out and you don't like being called out.
Got that pinky toe though. It's foul. That's a foul moment.
Kid's been an accurate shot since he was a kid.
Word. Facts.
He caught the snaggletooth dude right between the eyes.
Yep. Took him out.
And caught Arsenio and Miguel Nunez.
Yeah.
All three of them.
Yeah, and he was and before he's
Stop
like,
shooting
fuck
that
it.
little shit.
Yes, yo.
That's always
That's
classic.
my
Classic.
for real. Because the 2 times that he shoots before, it's a little bit of the slapstick shit where it's like they're
All these
pow,
Yeah.
pow. And it's like he don't say it until the second or third time that he does it, yo. And it's
hits him with the hat.
I love
Stop
it.
shooting that little shit.
I love that shit.
That's classic.
I love
That's
that
classic.
shit for sure.
What else happens?
Yeah, what did we touched on?
Oh, come on. Red Fox with the glasses.
yeah. What are you,
He
blind?
called
Yo.
every number wrong.
Yeah.
And didn't want to admit it. Like, yo, pride is the devil, bro. Like, yo, let it go. And those are the biggest glasses.
Yo, shout out to it's so funny that we watch Sinners and then we watch this show because, yo, shout out to the voodoo hate. Shout out to the voodoo hate. Yeah, that's that voodoo bitch. Yo, Red Fox is out of pocket.
Creole John.
Yo.
But that wasn't Sanford and Son Red Fox. That was Red Fox that they used to listen to the comedy records.
Word.
Like he's fat bitching Della Reese to death.
Yeah. Unfiltered.
Make the sandwich and shut the fuck up. Like, he's going
He's
crazy.
wilding.
He's
like,
going crazy.
That might be Red Fox in real life.
He's going crazy. He couldn't deal, man.
One time, rest in peace, GOAT.
To the legend, for sure. But
yo, and it's funny too, yo. Let's Red Fox, Richard Pryor, Eddie, the new guy, the new legend, and then the OG.
Up. For sure.
Love that. Similar to when we watched fucking Civil War, how we had Girl in the beginning phases, middle, and end. Yeah, I like that.
I think that I don't know, but I think there's something about big fish, small pond, and somebody having a big enough vision to be like, nah, we can go. Like, shout out to Ray for having a big enough vision.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, with everybody else's small town mindset, they would have stayed there. They would have been victim to that situation. They would have went to war. It would have ruined them.
Yep. World bigger than Harlem, dog.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
I like that part.
Word. Yeah. Yo, it's like, again, like when, I can't remember the last time I really watched this. I probably watched it on like cable or some shit, but like, watching it for the pod, I watched it after I looked up those reviews that I said.
Right.
So like, obviously every time we watch movies, we're already watching it with a different lens, but now I'm watching it like, why did people shit on this? And I'm like, yo, this movie like this shit got hurt.
It aged well, but I think that I think you got to remember the lens in which they critiqued it too. Like from what year?
80s or 90s lens. You
like,
know what I'm saying?
This?
It's like where the 80s had mob movies and action movies. Like that's like the height of like action movies.
Bro, to be a certain type of film. I mean, well, to be a trailblazer in like genre hybrid type stuff or whatever, you'd have to get shitted on for all the movies to be great following it of that vein.
Very true.
So if it's like one of the first of its kind, of course it's not going to get a well reception.
It's going to take
and
the lumps.
Especially if you don't have the trust. Like, the trust of Eddie as an actor
was one thing.
Like, I'm not, like, it's like, yo, maybe he should just stick to the rivers and the lakes that he's used to. Like, what is this?
You want to do this directing shit? You want to do this writing shit?
And it's like, you're going to come with a concept that's not on the nose directly. Like, you're risking a lot for your debut.
For sure.
So I get it.
Yeah. And it's
like, unfortunately, you just got to be on your thank me later. You know what I mean? Like, you can't look for the, no pun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't look for the instant gratification for that.
It's like, yo, the closest movie that he was like, you know, writing, producing, anything like that that's like this would be like a Life. With all the comedians of that time, because that's what, mid to late 90s ish. So Bernie Macs and shit like that. Like I was saying, this is like the closest thing to that. And yo, you don't get that or some of the other legendary movies that he's known to produce after this show, because I'm pretty sure he produced like Boomerang and shit. Or was Boomerang before this?
No.
It's got to be right after this,
it's
right?
in the 90s.
It's like right after this, I think.
Maybe a little bit more than that. I think it's like mid 90s. I don't know if it's early.
Word. But no, continue on. I was just gonna pull it back up real quick.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I think one of the things that I was telling you, when we were just loose conversation, was like, just my appreciation for it comes from the whole, like, you know, how they say, you know, you got your whole life to make your first album. You can only make your first album once. You can only direct your first movie once, yo. And it's like, my appreciation is just like, yo, he not only did he hit it out the park, it's just like, because I could probably look up him as a director. The catalog that became of him after that, that's like, it's hit. All right, here we go. Yeah, he's been in so much. Yeah, Boomerang came essentially, it went Boomerang, another 48 hours, or no, Harlem Nights, another 48 hours, and then Boomerang. So the buddy cop thing, and then straight into Boomerang, which, did he write this? Nah, he didn't write or direct it. Co-wrote. He co-wrote. So EP'd it. You know what I'm saying? Move some shit around. So
For sure.
we probably don't get that chapter unless we get this show. And obviously it was successful enough because I mean, bro, I'm sure his movies have generated probably close to $1 billion, over $1 billion, yo. Whether it's stuff that he was either
of course.
at the helm of or became a leading actor of, yo. And it's just, yo, bravo, because like this is a good fucking movie, bro. It has like it's giving you a little bit of everything.
The plot is very generic.
Generic, what you expect from that time, rival crews, the era, Tommy guns,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So
Like the plot was not complex. It's not
Nope.
a hard movie to follow.
nah,
Like you know what I mean? Like very very easy.
the thing, the
Bait and switch on the robbery.
yep,
Typical.
the points that hit good, because it's pretty much, while it's led by Eddie and Richard Pryor, you could also argue that it's led by just the cast of side characters because they're so rich.
Yeah.
Every character is rich in detail, and that helps move the plot along. It helps. Again, I compared it to a movie like The Big Lebowski, where it's also comedy, drama, and not necessarily punchline heavy. That movie also rich in characters, rich in details. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But yeah, just Harlem
Classic.
Nights,
I
yo.
mean, no, like,
if you ain't
this-
seen it, I mean,
it's so like unfortunately, like there's so much. There's not much to continue to say about it. Like it's just just a shout out to a great movie.
super solid. In if you want to label it, and it's in our black pantheon of classics. You know what I'm saying?
And it will stay there. It continues to age well.
Yeah. So yo, go check it out. Leave us a comment. Give us some of y'all favorite moments. I'm sure we all share similar shit, but
For sure.
On that
and
note-
you know what? Before we
my
even
fault.
go on that
Yeah.
note, like
You
if
got
we're
it.
asking questions for the commenters, I'd say this is one of those movies that your parents handed to you.
yeah,
And,
cousins for me. Yep.
I mean, the reason I say like you know what I mean, like the elders can hand it to you because it's like it wasn't so wild that it was like yo go another room, get out.
Oh,
grown
yeah.
folks got to watch this. Like you could watch it with them.
Shit, no nudity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like what other movies did your parents hand out to you?
Word. I like that.
Yeah.
Let us know.
And on that note,
On that note.
What you see is what you